EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down the left sideline. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 32-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into low G. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, set. Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Set, cut.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The way he went into that contact as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Young going to move them around.
Blue strike. Blaster, six.
Young now, throwing on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Panthers at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. A second down throw for Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans, because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jeremy Chin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They sent a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now a third down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Young quickly to the flat, so they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
6, Mega, 10 Cycle, Black Ultra, Steel, Black, ready.
Now Young He's got a man. That's Marshall. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running...
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check mash, ready.
He'll look to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Dragon 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Packers.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Packer 1st down.
60 Vices, 60 Vices. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll set up to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Warrior 70.
1st and goal.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Panthers 3. Anders Carlson to kick off.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at the yard. Young here, you can see changing the play.
At the 33-yard line.
Young looking to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready?
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And some room with it over. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
97.
On second down, Young. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Watch out,
and now an audible here into something else.
22 needle. Hut.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does hit a first down yardage. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Clock 10. Ready?
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Packers.
Got it. Ready? 18, 5 here.
They go play action here on first down. Musgrave's got it out right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat on first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Throwing, Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up third down and 2.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Come on, 38. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
White, white. Green jack. Edo blue. Ready.
Young to throw on fourth. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to have the Panthers first down, and they covered a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Smash, red. Slide blue. Fury, yellow. Sand.
From the red zone now, Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead is already... And got his man complete! And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He completes this one to Mingo. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. cycle.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
Set, go.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Set.
Right back to Hubbard. And he's taken down inside the 30. 90 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Red, cycle. Ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try to throw now. Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it on. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Look at our partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now Young going to move him around. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And I think like this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here comes Marshall in motion right.
Ready?
A give running right. It's Hubbard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 2.
Now they'll audible to something else. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
43 rail.
Now here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Strike. Check strike.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Fight 60. Set cut.
A quick throw by Young, caught out well. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3-3.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Carolina, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.